Hello, my nasties. Welcome back to another vlog. A number of weeks have passed since the last vlog. In fact, I think it's been about a month, if not a little bit over a month. I don't even know anymore, but it's been a while. Most of my time over the course of the past few weeks has been spent mostly on my side quest, meaning my side quests, plural. Meaning specifically Coconati, which is my vintage store. I've been cataloging a lot of inventory and just doing a lot of work for that store that needed to get done. It's been needing to get done for months now. So I've been doing that. And then also I released a new fragrance over at my home fragrance line, White Bat Wax. And I've been developing more fragrances for that. So I've been busy. I've been busy with side quests. In terms of artwork, I have been working on artwork. I've been working on a secret project, which I think I'm going to share in this vlog. I think I'm going to share it in this vlog, and if not in this one, then I'll post another video. But I have been working on a lot of art, just haven't been posting it really because my time has been dedicated to that secret project. But I have been working on my Patreon Sticky Claw Sticker Club. I've been doing a ton of artwork for that. If you follow me on Instagram, you saw peeks at my latest release. That is what I am working on right now as I am flapping my gums. This was the artwork for my Patreon Sticky Claw Sticker Club this month. I freaking love it. And December's is already underway. So that has been keeping me on my toes. I've been sharing with you all the process of my Sticky Claw Sticker Club, as well as the monthly pages for the Color Fiend tier over on Patreon. And only recently, as in within the past couple of weeks, I've been getting back into actual physical with markers illustration, and it feels so damn good. I've been spending so much time in digital land that just getting back into physical coloring, I'm loving it so much. I've posted those videos those photos on Instagram. It's funny because I do a lot of pencil sketching, right? For private use, just because I'm bored and I feel like sketching, or for formulating ideas and whatnot. Definitely do a lot of pencil sketching for my Patreon work, but I don't share the pencil sketches often at all on social media, so it feels as though I haven't been doing anything, right? But I do like to share my finished inked sketches and inked pieces, watercolor and what have you, and I realized I hadn't done it in so long. In jumping back into it, it almost feels like taboo, like, ooh, exciting. You know, once I lay this ink down on this paper, I may make a mistake. It may look a little wonky. There's no rules here. It's ink. I can't control it. And I freaking love it. I love the chaos of inking. It's kind of a controlled chaos, right? There's no undo button. I'm sorry, digital artists of the world. Look, I work a lot in digital. I create coloring books, damn it. They are digitally inked. But I'm telling you all, nothing compares to physical artwork. Digital artwork will never be real artwork to me. It will look beautiful. It will be perfect. It will be lovely. It will be all of the things. But there's something magical about the chaos of not having an undo button. So anyway, back to what I was saying. See, I'm getting all hot and bothered and all excited about the idea of using my inks again. It's kind of inappropriate. But anyway, I've been away for a while. I have been working a ton on my vintage clothing store. Not as much as I would like, but I've been working on that, working on my home fragrance line, and I'm quietly working on things for my art. So yeah, let's get into this vlog. That is what you are going to be seeing. I'm going to be sharing as well some art prints, my biggest flop ever. And I guess that's it. I'm going to be getting a little bit more into the Patreon artwork, taking you into the process of that, and we'll see. It's just a lot of chaos in this vlog as per usual, because I'm just taking it easy for the rest of the year and just doing whatever the hell I want, showing you bits and pieces here. There's no rhyme or reason to what's going on in my life right now. Well, actually, no. There is. But the bits and pieces that I am filming are just kind of chaotic. So let's get on with the vlog, shall we? Okay, so as you saw in the previous, 5 minutes or so that I have been yapping, I shared with you my Patreon work for November. That sticker sheet and the die cut stickers have already been mailed out. My Patreon patrons already have it. If you join Patreon now, if you're interested, she's no longer available. I'm sorry. The artwork is only available for the month that I make it. It's just part of the whole exclusivity situation over on Patreon. But stay tuned. I will have new loveliness coming in December. And of course, moving forward, every month I do release stickers for my Patreon patrons. Now, if you like this little deer, because who doesn't? She's amazing. The full body die cut will be available on my website. If it is not available now, by the time this vlog is up, it will be available within the next few days or so. So keep an eye out on my social media. But aside from that, that's all I have to say about Patreon. For those of you who are Sticky Claw Sticker Club members, you guys, I broke down and I bought black envelopes. I think I mentioned it in my previous vlog that this purpley reddish situation I can't. It was keeping me up at night. These envelopes were becoming my sleep paralysis demon. I just couldn't handle it anymore. So we are trying black, okay? And there's a whole saga with the black markers because I wanted to write the names in gold pen. Both times I've purchased gold Sharpies from Amazon. On both occasions, they have come in dry. I just went to the post office yesterday and dropped off that damn return. It's a never ending Shakespearean, no, not even Shakespearean, screw Shakespeare. Can I tell you, I'm not a fan of Shakespeare. Let's say it's a Greek drama. It has been a Greek tragedy figuring out these envelopes. But yay, we're going to try. Well, actually, shit, I spoke too soon. I think we're going to do one more round of the, you know what? I'm just going to stop talking. We're going to do one more round of the purple for this month. And I think starting in January, we're going to go with the black. Okay, just enough. Enough about that. Let's talk about my biggest flop ever. As the youths will say, entering my flop era. And actually, no, I'm not entering a flop era. But what I did do was have a flop. So, if you've been here for a while, you may remember this little cutie. My bright, bold, neon bruja. She's so cute. Loved her. Put her in a sketchbook. Colored her. I just think she's the freaking cutest. If I remember correctly, she may have also been a Patreon exclusive coloring page, not this year, maybe last year, previous year. I think it was last year. But anyway, I loved it. Everyone loved this piece, but she performed poorly as an art print. I released it as a limited art print. There were only 13 available, and not a single one sold. And I have to tell you, I know people are probably like, oh, how sad, womp womp. No, this has never happened to me previously, ever. Even if I release an art print and it performs poorly, it never performs this badly. But it's fine, because the point is, everything I've ever released has always sold at least a handful, right? This was inevitable. It was going to happen. I'm counting my blessings. Listen, I've sold a ton of prints in the past. It's fine. I'm just shocked that this is the one that flopped. And it flopped so hard, I didn't sell a single art print. So I'm not saying this to go, oh my God, feel bad for me. Everyone go buy the art print. No, what's happening is the people have spoken. Either they dislike the print, or people simply don't have the disposable income to buy something like this right now. Or because I've started selling my stickers when I got my sticker machine this summer, People have been loving the stickers. I've been selling a ton of stickers, so I get it. Stickers are cute. They're a little bit more useful than an art print. You know, not everyone has the space for artwork in their home. Not everybody has a gallery wall, right? I get it. I totally get it. There are a million factors that are going into people not purchasing prints as much as they used to, and that's fine. People grow, they change. What I do with art prints, by the way, is I have a couple of frames that I purchase the same size art prints for, and I rotate. But again, that's something that a lot of people can't be bothered to do, right? And I totally get it. So I'm going to be slowing down on the art print releases next year. I do have a stack of prints that are new that I will be releasing into the shop, but I will not be releasing prints with the frequency that I've done in the past. It's been a while since I've released art prints. This past year has been very slow. But before, I used to release new prints every season just about. I'm not going to do that anymore. And in fact, this print, because this was the this is the hey, knock knock, people don't want art prints anymore moment. What I'm going to do is put this one on sale. I know, Karla, having a sale, you never have sales. I never have sales. I don't believe small businesses should run sales with any frequency. I think offering, you know, free shipping now and then, or like a teeny little percentage off, or a little gifty gift every now and then, that's totally fine. But we're not Walmartia, we're not Amazonia. We are small businesses who work our asses off, and I don't think sales are fair. So I don't do that. But this time, because of the way things are, it was not a well-received art print. People are hurting for money right now. If somebody wants to get this art print, I'm going to reduce the price. It is currently on sale right now, and it is not going to be on sale for a limited time. This is just the what she's going to cost until I run out. So as of this moment, I have all 13 of them available at a sale price. So if you want one, go grab one. That's all there is to it. Again, not a boohoo moment. It is what it is. If you want one, go get one. If you don't, that's fine. If they don't sell through the course of the year, they're just going to get recycled. So it's fine. They're not going to go to waste. Not necessarily. They'll be recycled and turned into more beautiful art prints for someone else. So anyway, that's it. I just thought it was a fun little anecdote to say, oh my God, Karla failed at something. Look, I fail at a lot, but I've never failed at an art print release. And this is a first. You know, pick yourself up, dust your little dusty butt off, and keep it moving. Another little pep talk for you, especially for you artists out there. This shit happens, and it's okay. It's fine. Move on. Now let's move on with the vlog. The things that I do at 3 a.m. If you are no stranger to this freak show, it is no surprise to you that I am a scatterbrain. However, this is the anomaly that is me. I have a million things going on in my brain, and yet I manage to get what needs to get completed. If there's a deadline for something important, if I'm working on a project, a book, an illustration, whatever it is, if I set a project, on this day I'm going to launch X, Y, and Z in my store, whatever, it always happens. I always follow through if there's a deadline. Now, the kicker is, and that's another thing, she never remembers to silence her phone when she's recording. But to be fair, it's 3 a.m. I didn't think I was going to be receiving messages at 3 a.m. So, anyway, I am always on the lookout for ways to organize myself. And again, if you are no stranger here, your girl is a big fan of writing things down. My mind just functions better when I keep lists. Now, of course, being a scatterbrain, I have notebooks upon notebooks upon notebooks. I purchase notebooks like crazy. I use them, okay? But I have too many. Can you hear that? Notepad number 1. Here is a notebook. Bunch of sticky notes. Notepad number 2. You hear that? And I have various papers on my desk, and I thought, okay, you know what? No. This needs to stop, and this needs to stop now. Girl, get a binder. Get a binder. See, I don't like binders. I think they're bulky and they're ugly. I used to use binders and I gave up on them because they were bulky and hideous. And then come to realize a couple years later, more than a couple years actually, they're actually very useful. And my brain, sitting here in my neon lit room, listening to my mix of 80s music, Trapper Keepers. Trapper Keepers have been seeing a resurgence in recent years. Months ago, I had put them in my shopping cart and then I took them out. If you want something, if something is meant to be, it will come back to you. Enter 3 a.m. on this night. My brain is in need of some physical organization. Your girl ordered a couple of Trapper Keepers, and I think what I'm going to do once they come in, just my brain, you guys, when the Trapper Keepers come in, if I like them, I'm going to end up, I purchased 2, and if I like them, I'm going to purchase them for all of my shops. I have my brand, my art, right? It's under my name. And then I have my vintage clothing boutique, which is Coconutty, and then I've got White Bat Wax. Your girl is turning into a 12-year-old in the 80s. I did not even experience the pleasures of being a child in the 80s. But you know what? We're getting the Trapper Keepers. That's all. Let's get on with the vlog. The eternal curse of being someone who always gets stuck living in places that have horrendous lighting in the office spaces, workspace, office space, whatever it is. I am trying to, compound that problem, the poor lighting, with my having 80,000 things going on every day, which is a good thing. I love being busy. I love working, but I'm trying to not only make a workspace that is double duty for my art creation as well as my vintage clothing store, but I'm slowly trying to get that workspace optimized for productivity and also mentally, because I'm a creative. I hate administrative stuff, but it has to be done, right? So I could have gone to the store and purchased plain binders, plain paper and all of that. How boring though. So to go along with my Trapper Keepers, my organizational big girl pants system of using childish items for organization, I am using colored paper. This one, can you tell that it's purple? It's like a very light lilac-y lavender. So I purchased some pink and some purple paper, and I need to go into my notebooks. And this is what you got to do. You've got a whole bunch of them. So I've got reams of paper that I need to hole punch so I can put into my binders. But this is going to be taking notes and just scribbling and all of that so much more fun. I don't like lined paper. I don't like ruled paper. What I like is dot grid paper. So I'm going to be getting some of that as well. Probably just white. We'll go just white for that one. But pink and purple. Yay. We love it. My first of 2 Trapper Keepers has come in. I am so excited to open this up. You know what? Too much of a glare. How's that? Better? So let's open this thing. Oh, that feels so cheap. This Velcro. Oh yeah. This is gonna fall apart pretty quickly. It's gonna have to be reattached. Love the matchy with the cover. Very 80s, early 90s. Love. Okay, well, let's look at the cover. So, obviously, you know what's going on here? Spacey, cosmic desert situation. Very me, yes. So that's number one. I do like it. It does feel very cheapy, but that's what everyone was saying. Everyone who's ever owned one, who I know, they all say the same thing. They're like, they're just cheap binders that were overpriced at the time. And they're not pricey now, but they're definitely cheap. But how exciting. I'm going to put my colored paper. I'm going to put half pink, half purple, and a notepad. How's that? I'm telling you all, I'm trying to be very good about making my office space beautiful, or at least aesthetic, the way I want it to be. I'm pretty good about certain things. For instance, my notebooks, like my planner, you see that, and then my little notebook here. But I need more cohesiveness, and that's what we're doing. So I bought myself some little notepads as well, because I love these list pads. These are great for my daily tasks. I wish it had a dot grid on it, but that's okay. Things like this are likely inconsequential to most people, but if you haven't been able to tell by now, I am not most people. Everything in my life needs to be either pink or purple, and look what I found. The most beautiful utility blades, box cutters. I use these pretty much daily. Black blade. Look, it may look a bit peach on camera, but it's a true baby pink. Oh my god, so cute. Aren't they fabulous? And they were really inexpensive too. 2 box cutters, and it comes with the blades too. If you care about these, I'll leave a link down below. But it's the little things, guys. This just made me so happy. It's better than my old one. My old one was just boring and gray. You know what I mean? Just take my word on it. If not these box cutters, any little goofy thing that you use regularly that's just a boring, mundane thing, upgrade it. You don't have to spend a lot. Just shop around and get one that you like. And slowly over time, this can be a process. It can take months or years to do, but you will realize once you get that snowball going, little things, little tasks will just make you feel so much better about your day. Is it silly? Probably, but just, if you're anything like me, just give it a shot. Just give it a shot. And report back to me. Report back to me your thoughts. It is reveal time. It is both reveal time and end of the vlog time. And let me put my iced tea down because I've been clickety clacking on the glass. Wait, one more sip. Minty, strong black tea. Delicious. Okay, so big reveal time. I feel as though some of you are going to be disappointed by this announcement / reveal because I've been hyping it up more than I probably should. My next coloring book is nearly complete. Ooh, she just dropped it on you. I know. Glam Noir was released in early October, and because I have been prepping myself to get back into some sort of a loose schedule in 2025, I did not want to let another whole year pass by without my releasing a book. So I'm slowly trying to integrate new patterns. I'm testing what works and what doesn't as far as scheduling and time and doing all that kind of stuff. One thing that I missed absolutely this year, I mean, yes, I missed you all on YouTube, of course, but one thing that really derailed me was not having a coloring book schedule. Don't get me wrong, having a bit of a break was great, but I enjoy making coloring books, and not making books and not doing coloring chats just kind of sucked, to be honest. So I have decided to, for my first book in 2025, it is going to be something different than what I have released previously. The artwork is going to be, me flavored. The theme, by the way, is going to be celestial. I hesitate because it's not necessarily an astronomy themed book. I'm not going to get in depth with black holes and nebulas and galaxies and planets and asteroids and all that kind of thing. It's going to be themed around primarily the sun and the moon, my two best friends essentially. And you know that I have a strong connection to both, right? I know this is sounding a bit esoteric and a bit woo-woo, and that's okay. I'm okay with that because sun and moon, contrasts, polar opposites. I am a creature of extremes. It makes sense. I am a desert dweller. You can't have a desert without a strong sun, right? But the best part of the desert, aside from being early sunrise, will be moonrise, right? Sunset. That's a beautiful time. And so it's all about duality, and the book is themed around that. It is themed around a interplay of sun and moon through a fashion lens, but of course, right? But of course. And it is definitely flavored with, the Karla spice. It's very retro, 80s new wave with a little bit of deco, and there's a tiny bit of sci-fi in here, and that's going to harken back a little bit. It's an homage to my quirky little fun Stardust Space Lust coloring book that I released eons ago, which was full-on retro campy sci-fi. So it's got the fashion, it's got the glamour, it's got a little bit of the space case, Karla loves astronomy woo-woo in there, and it definitely has that throwback kitschy vibe. It's a very cute book, but one reason why it stands out, because the theme is, the theme has been done. Stars, moons, suns, astronomy. It's been done, right? It's not innovative. But what I'm doing this time is I'm going to be releasing this book in a larger format. I gave 8.5 by 11 a try a while back. One of you will know better than me, right? I can't remember which book it was that I released. Was it Tropagoth? Tropagoth that was a larger format? Well, I'm going to explore something even bigger this time. And I'll get into it in another video why, but this book is going to be not only larger in format. Now, the artwork is not necessarily going to be more detailed than I have previously made. In fact, I think it's actually going to be slightly less detailed than Glam Noir, but I want people to have a large space to play, okay? So again, we'll talk about this in a future video, but the new book is going to be larger, and it is going to be almost twice the page count of my standard books. I usually release books that are about 26-ish pages. Aside from my sketchbook coloring books, those are always like 45-50 pages, but those are specifically the sketchbook style. In my regular style, my standard illustrative style, I've never done a coloring book that had over 28 pages, I believe. This one is going to have over 40 pages. It's going to be a big one. It's going to be a large format as well as nearly double the page count that I usually release. So I'm going to leave it there. Fun little announcement, right? Maybe it didn't deserve as much fanfare as some of you were anticipating that it would, because I've kind of been teasing this a little bit here and there on my vlogs and on my Instagram as well. But stay tuned. It's time to quit flapping the gums, and I'm going to take my leave of you. So be bad, be good. I don't give a damn which. Just make sure you come back in one piece, and I will see you in the next one.